Hi guys, happy Thursday. I meant to get on and do this video Sunday. I can't remember what day I said I was going to hop on here and I did not. Sorry, just trying to center my camera. So here I am. Basically, I work the front end of the week, Monday to Wednesday, and I am exhausted by the time my work day is over and I've made dinner and driven my kids to lacrosse and all the things. So no excuses. Well, sort of excuses. So here I am. Here I am attempting to see this on my iPad so I can see if anyone is commenting. There we go. And we're going to have some fun with this. So this is a fun fold we did as part of our mystery stamping at our team meeting this month. And it was super cute and I wanted to share it with you. So here is the card I made. So you can see it folds flat to go in an envelope. You can write on the back, and it's a cute little fun fold that would still sit up on someone's mantle because, you know, we want them to display our lovely handmade cards. So we are going to make a similar card, different color scheme, and yes, I've got the dimensions here for the cardstock and the pieces. I have already cut it just to make it a little bit quicker. And so we can go ahead and do the scoring, but I'll just kind of keep that up there in the corner. I think you can see it. Here are the dimensions. You might have to zoom in. Please say hello if you're here so I know. And we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So when this recipe, for lack of a better word, was given to me, it had a card base of white, basic white. I wanted to play around with some colored cardstock. So I have done that in the card I made previously, and I'm going to do that again today. So that's why I've just written cardstock here for your dimensions, and it's why I have an extra layer of basic white, and that would go on the back so you can write on this. But if your card was white, of course you wouldn't need this, okay? So I've cut all my bits, but we'll walk through that as we do the scoring. So here is my card base, Balmy Blue, 8.5 by 5.5, and I am now gonna score this at 1 inch, 2 inches. I'm just going to create our little W fold there. 5 1/4, which is going to end up being our middle fold. Okay, so there is our 3 score lines on this piece of cardstock, and then your second piece of cardstock, which if you're doing basic white, they could both be basic white. I'm using 2 different colors of cardstock. This is 2.5 by 5.5, and we are going to score this at 1 1/4. Okay, so that is all of our scoring. We are going to put that away. We'll get out our bone folder so that we can get those lines well folded. So this guy is our 1 1/4, and then this one, so we scored at 1, 2, and 5 1/4. So that's going to be our normal card fold, and then this is, we're going back and then forward. So we're creating a little easel, a little W, I'm not sure what you want to call that. So I'm going to really get in there and burnish my score lines, that's the word I was looking for, so that we get this little, you know, card should look like that. All right, for anyone who's working along, and then this guy goes on here like this. All right, so those are your 2 bits. And then our DSP, so again, however you want to do this. So this piece, the largest piece, is 3 by 5 1/4, which is going to go right here. So we're just going to go ahead and put that on right now, just to get that out of the way, and so we aren't going to lose it. I am using all of the things from the Lighter Than Air suite, which is the hot air balloons. the hot air balloon bundle, this paper, which is I think called Lighter Than Air. And then there are the super fun pastel embellishments, and there's also the 3 colors of twine that make up this suite. So in my initial card, I used the embellishments and not the twine. When I tried to add the twine in after the fact, I didn't really love how it looked. So we'll see what we do today. These are the embellishments, the rainbow adhesive backed dots. And then the twine is this one here, Lemon Lolly, Calypso Coral, and Balmy Blue. Okay, so that is our first piece of DSP. This is our second piece, which is 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4. It's gonna go on this little bit here. So this DSP is so fun, and you'll see in the initial card I made and this one, I just wanted to use all the patterns, mix it up. So I like the idea of a subtle pattern on the back, something a bit bolder on this strip. Okay, so you can see if we compare the two. And then now this guy, to me it looks like it should go this way, but you can put it however you want. We're gonna put that on there. And then we're gonna decorate with some hot air balloons and a greeting of sorts. And I'll show you how you put this piece on here. I used tear and tape. You could use Seal Plus. I would use something that's going to be extra sturdy. So I will show you how I did it. So on this end here, I put a strip of tear and tape. I know some people who craft exclusively with this tear and tape, just because they like the ease of it. You just tear it off the roll. It's not sticky, like you don't get glue all over your fingers, but okay. This is now going to come on to the edge of our card. So if you want, you can kind of go like this, roughly like, what's that? I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, 3/4, 3/8 of an inch in. And then it's going to just come up here like this. So I'll show you, you can't really tell on the back there, but same deal. I'm just going to take a strip of the tear tape, put it here, and then adhere it on. So you want it to it's just basically now I'm going to fold the card over and attach it so that when I open it looks like this. All right, so you can kind of see how that gets attached. Hopefully that makes sense. And it will fold flat, which is lovely. And then because I've done the colored cardstock, we are gonna put a piece of basic white on the back so that I have somewhere to write. So this I am going to adhere with Seal. And if you are familiar with me, you know that just basically I use Seal anytime I'm using basic white, because I feel like otherwise you can see my glue lines. But that's just because I think I'm an overzealous gluer. Is that a word? A gluer? Okay, and I'm just gonna center that on there. So I made this piece a little bit bigger. So instead of 3 by 5 1/4, I made it 3 1/8 by 5 3/8. But I just, because I wanted it to cover more of this flap, but totally your choice. Okay, so that is all the puttings together. of the fun fold, and now after this, it's just the decorating. So you can see here, I stamped and die cut 2 balloons of the different sizes, and then I did a greeting and some of these cute little banners. So we might do something very similar to that, I'm not gonna lie. I just need to find my hot air balloon dies, which are not those. Oh, here they are. The other thing we could do, I did have set aside another piece of this DSP, because we could die cut a balloon right out of this guy if we wanted. And our choices then, instead of wish big, would be the up, up and away, hooray, it's your birthday. Hang in there, just a note to lift you up. I feel like this card has got fairly cheery paper on it though. So I think we just have to be mindful which greeting we're using. But yes, you can see in the die, so we've got all the different balloons. We've got the hearts, we've got this banner, this guy that I used as a banner, but also it could fit on the balloon. The buckets, the strings in the bucket, the banner, this is sort of a decorative die cut, and then you've got other decorative little cuts for your balloons, and you have 2 clouds. So what might be fun, we could just die cut this yellow balloon. So I would be curious, I know there's some of you watching, if you want to, do you want to see more stamping? Do you want to stamp a couple of balloons, or do you want to see, you probably want to see stamping. You don't want to see me die cut paper. That's boring. So what I had done here is I stamped this one balloon on colored cardstock so that I only used half of the stamp. I'll show you what I mean. So these 2 stamps go inside of each other, and then all of these stamps go inside of this one. But I just played around with using some cardstock, and then I only used 1/2 of this stamp, mainly just because I thought that was kind of a neat way to do it. So I kind of like the idea of the yellow balloon, bringing out some of the yellow. So maybe what we will do is, we might use white though. Okay, so let's do this. So we're gonna get this piece of white, and we're going to get out some stamps. We're going to do, we might use both of them. Why not? Why not? So we're gonna do lemon lolly. And also maybe daffodil delight, even though it's not in the cardstock color. I think that's fun. So let's give it a whirl. So I'm trying to think. We're going to do this one. In our darker yellow. And then we're going to do this one in the lighter yellow. And it just fits right in the space. Like that. And then I'll show you what we'll do with the bucket because it's kind of fun. And that we're gonna die cut. So we're gonna die cut this, and then we're also going to do a large balloon. So I'm just going to clean these off so we can use the block. I mean, I have lots of blocks, but it just saves me getting them. Okay, and then let's do, so we need this big balloon. So if we are doing yellow, then let's pop this guy with, what are my other colors in here? We could do pool party, we could do azure afternoon, we could do that, or we could do like coastal cabana, which would be, and then pool party. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, so we'll do really bright. We won't worry too much about that, hopefully. And then we will do, so on this guy, I stamped this one. So here we could do more stripes. That's what these guys are, more stripes. So that might be fun, so let's do that. So we're gonna do that in this azure afternoon. Make sure I've lined it up right. Yep, okay. The good thing is these are clear, so it's easy to see. Oh yeah, that looks good together. And then we will do the pool party on the other one. And it's gonna fit right in here. Okay, we were a tiny little bit off there, but it's kind of what these stamps are like. You're either bang on or a little bit off, so I'm okay with that. I'm gonna leave it. You know, it is hand stamped. This is really only the second time I have worked with these balloons, so still learning my way with them. And then we're gonna get our dies. So we're gonna die cut the balloons. This is just some low tack tape. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it in a few other places. I think you can get it at Michael's. You can maybe, I think somebody said they got it at Staples. There's another version which you can get at scrapbook.com, I believe. So I'm using two different ones. This is Sizzix. This one is Scotch. Both of these I got off of Amazon. The Sizzix one I just got. I actually really like it. Okay, let's pull this guy out. Put these through. Nice thing about these dies is they all fit in this mini. Sometimes if it's not working, you just gotta adjust your sandwich. There we go. All right, so there's our yellow balloon and whoa, our blue balloon. And then I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with the strings. the basket, whatever you want to call it. I guess the basket. It's not really strings. So if you can see on these ones, I put the basket behind. I'd seen those in a couple of things and I thought it looked cute, but I think what we'll do this time is we will do the basket in front for one of them and we'll do it behind for the other. When you do it behind, it's nice because it's easy to adhere. When you do it in front, I think we are going to need to use an adhesive sheet. And I'm wondering if we can get it out of here. Oh, we can. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm just gonna get a little bit of an adhesive sheet. I am still working off my old ones because I always forget to use them, so I still have so much left. The new ones are the same, they just don't say Sizzix. But I am terrible at remembering to use these. I think about it after and I'm like, oh, that would have been a good time to use an adhesive sheet. So, adhesive sheet for the win here, friends. I'm gonna put it here, that's where we know we need it. And then I'm just gonna put this here because otherwise it will stick. Okay, we're gonna do that. Oh, we need a plate first. So we are gonna cut 2 of these, but I'll cut this one and then you'll see what I mean. Okay, so we don't need these extra bits. I need my tool. Which is actually put away, so that's good for a change. Oh my gosh, I need to call Stampin' Up. This keeps falling out. It might just be because it's old. But, okay, here's this guy. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this one, I'm gonna put on the front. So I'm actually, peel the whole thing off. Sorry, I'm gonna move this off to the side. And I'm going to find my adhesive mat so that we don't stick this to something we don't want it stuck to for right now. Okay, so we're gonna stick this. You can tell where you're supposed to put it based on the width of your balloon. So the other pieces that you could use on this balloon is some of these little decorative guys are the right size to decorate this balloon with like some fun die cuts. So we could have done that. I guess we still could, and you could put it over top of that. Maybe, food for thought. Yeah, you know what, let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna find a little scrap of lemon. Now that I have my papers so nicely organized. Of course, I don't know where my big scissors are, so I'm partially organized. And then let's do this, and then we can decide which one we want to use because we've got enough room for both. So let's bring this back. And my plates. I think I bought myself new little plates, but I feel like I haven't started using them yet. because I feel like these ones, I let them get pretty bowed. Okay, we also need another one of these. This piece is not big enough. It's not big enough for much now. Let's get another little bit of white. Here we go. I'm all about using our scraps wisely. Okay, we'll put this guy on as well. When you can, run multiple things through your die cutter. Okay, I think it slipped, but we're gonna be okay because, ouch. Sorry about that. Because of how I'm gonna attach it. So it doesn't matter that the top is missing. Okay, so there's some little yellow bits. Put that back. Get rid of these for now. Okay, this one we are going to put on the back. Because I think it looks neat this way. What I also think looks neat is when you make a little colored bucket for it. So first things first, we are going to just put some adhesive along it, and then we're going to line it up this way. So again, I'm just lining it up, sorry, you can't see that, at the edge of the balloon. Now it's on the back. We're gonna make a colored bucket for this. And now this guy, we could decorate, see, with like the little ruffle. And then I feel like this one's supposed to go up top. So double ruffle, sure. Okay, let's do this one first. This actually might be a cute spot to put a little bit of twine. Now, I'm gonna use this even though we're not really using this color in our card at all, but I feel like otherwise we're gonna have too much yellow, and I like the idea of the pink with the yellow. Okay, ribbon scissors. I'm gonna cut it longer first. We can always cut it shorter, but you cannot make it longer. Glue dots. Okay, now let's bring this guy back in. So this guy's already a bit sticky on the back, right? So I'm just gonna kind of figure out the layout here. So I'm thinking we're gonna kind of go like this. Okay, so add that guy on, and then this one, I want a little colored bucket. So there's a die for that. You're gonna see, I'm gonna show you. Whoops. You don't wanna lose anything. So there are multiple bucket dies on here. There are these guys if you've stamped it, and there's this one for if you've just used cardstock. So we are going to use cardstock for this one. And we're going to, I want to use the turquoise, so hopefully I have a little turquoise, or not turquoise, azure afternoon. There we are. We got a little scrap for the little bucket. I might just run this through my big die cut. And then I might do the banners again because I thought that was pretty cute on the other side. So now this time our banners, we need them to be purple, which I just had a piece. Oh, not quite big enough though. That's all right. We want to use Highland Heather anyway, not Highland Heather, fresh freesia. So we will do this. I do this all the time. If something is not picky, if it's not a really detailed die, you can cut two at the same time. So we will do that. Oh my goodness, it moved. What even happened there? I don't even know what happened there. Okay, that's weird. I must have had it on there upside down. Okay, there's our flags. This guy we have to cut again. That's okay, because we have to cut our greeting. So I think we're gonna do the same thing. Oh, you know what? We're gonna do, I already got this guy, so we're gonna use it. But I am gonna do this again. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you're gonna see what I'm gonna do here. So now we have a little colored bucket. I'm gonna cut those off. And then I am just going to take a tiny bit of glue along the top. So you can see how this sort of fits on there nicely. Mine's not actually perfectly centered. And then I'm just gonna layer this underneath. So then you see the color instead of nothing, an empty bucket. I thought it looked cute that way. Okay, we do not wanna lose that die. That would be bad news. All right, we've got quite a mess here. Holy smokes. Let's get everything out of the way. Okay, we're gonna use this die, but it won't fit with these banners, so I'm just going to trim it. And I know this because I tried to use it on the last card, and I can't, the way the card folds. But I like the stitching, so we're gonna use it with the stitching. So I've already stamped the Wish Big. I'm gonna just need to trim this dimensional, because otherwise you're gonna see it. That will bother me. Okay. All right, let's put this guy together. So this will go here. And then we're gonna put these cute little banners. They're actually cute. This would be one of those ones where I'd be like, I'm never gonna use that little die, but I actually think it's really cute. So what I did the last time, I just kind of strung it up to the corner. And then I put this over top. And just kind of centered it like this. And then I took my other one and sort of strung it so you can't see the one end and it comes underneath, kind of like that. So you got your little banners. And then we need to put on our other balloon. So I'm trying to decide if we also want some twine on here. I think I'm definitely gonna want to cut these shorter, but we're gonna leave that for now. And then on my first card, I had this popped up. So we'll do the same, but we have to be mindful of where the dimensionals go. So we want one like at the edge. And then we're actually okay. So I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna do a couple up top, and I'm gonna do one in the middle. I might do one down here too, because I've taken all small ones. You definitely could have used big ones. I'm not sure I'm loving that twine, so that we might be losing the twine. I feel like I have what I would like to do instead. I think I just don't want it like that, like a bow. Okay, so this guy is gonna come on here. Come ça. So then you have your cute little card, and then yeah, I can't handle that bow. We gotta get that off. But what I might be able to handle is like just a strip of twine, as if it were, nah, you know what? Let's just leave it. Although, I'd be curious if you like the bow now. I don't love the bow. I think I would like another piece of cardstock though. So I think I'm gonna take this, and I'm just gonna do that top ruffle. You'll see what I mean. This piece. And I might actually put it on with dimensionals. So if you don't already know this trick, you want little strips, you just cut them off the edge. Cut them with the backing still on. Helps that your scissors not get super sticky. Okay, we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna take this in here like that. Just to give that guy a little more dimension. Okay, so, oh my goodness. That is how you make that card. So this, you know, because we use the balloons and the balloons have lots of steps, it seems a little finickier. But you can see the actual card itself, making this fun fold, is not finicky at all. So let's just get everything out of the way so you can kind of see what we got going on. We'll bring in our piece so we don't have the glare. There's our dimensions again. So this is the one that I had already made. And then this is the one we made today. And then you can see it folds flat for your envelope, or then it pops up for your recipient. I guess we need some gems though, don't we? The rainbow. Okay, so I came in here and put what the colors were for each of these because it was bothering me that they didn't. So you have Fresh Frida, Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Azure Afternoon, Lemon Lolly. I don't know what this one is right now. It's what's the piece? Pretty pink, petal pink, Pool Party, and Flirty Flamingo. So if we look at what I did on the other one, I did 3 different ones. So I think we will take like a big blue one, and then we'll take a small yellow and a small feel like we need some other color in here. That one's too pale. Maybe a small one of this. There we go. Okay, we're done. I appreciate you for hanging around. Hopefully you will give this fun fold a try. So this balloon bundle, I think, works out to like 74 maybe. I could be wrong. Maybe it's 60 something. Anyway, I know that it is enough to earn you a celebration item. So if you noticed today, Stampin' Up! Added another 10 things you could choose for free. These are things that are currently in the annual catalog, but they have special catalog numbers to use if you choose them as a free item. So there are the items in the booklet, and then there are the extra ones that they have now added. And yes, the balloons, let's find them. Lighter than air. This is alphabetical, which is lovely. Oh, $62. So the balloon bundle itself is only $62. So you would need to add the paper or the twine or the embellishments, and then you would get a free item. So we have the card I made before, we have the card I made today. I think I actually like the card I made before. That would be my preference in terms of a color scheme. But, you know, you can do so much with this one, and I wanted to play with it. So I would also love to hear what you have to say, whether you like the purple version I had already made, or if you are a fan of the blue version we made today. So there's your dimensions again if you want to recreate this card. Thank you, and until the next time.